Okay, so what is one of the highlights of the FIATA World Congress every year? Well, one of the highlights always takes place during the opening ceremony when we find out who the winner of the Young International Freight Forwarder of the Year award is. And it's certainly a very exciting thing to witness. And thanks to the initiatives of the Singapore Association back in 2013, we now have the opportunity to kind of hear from these regional winners on a more personal level. So I'd like to call to the stage Mr. Michael Yarwood from the TT Club and the current 4 regional winners of the YIFFYA Award to just kind of take a stage for the next hour and share their own experiences with us.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this next session, a showcase of young logistics professionals, and in particular an opportunity to introduce the 4 regional finalists of the Young International Freight Forwarder of the Year Award, which is co-sponsored by FIATA and the TT Club. It's a great honour to have been asked again to moderate this session this afternoon and to be with you all here in Dublin. By way of introduction, each year at the FIATA Annual World Congress, the achievements of young freight forwarders from around the world are celebrated through an awards programme. The TT Club has sponsored this award since its inception in 1999, and the award demonstrates the recognition by FIATA and its participating sponsors of the need to develop quality in the forwarding industry and to reward, importantly, young talent with valuable training opportunities. The award is open each year to any young freight forwarder who will be no more than 32 years old in the year of the competition. And the process of awarding the honour of the Young International Freight Forwarder 2016 began earlier this year in 2016 when entrants from all over the globe submitted their respective dissertations to be considered on a wide variety of cargo subjects and transport and logistics projects. The regional finalists represented here today were selected through an established judging process by a panel of 9 industry experts. So this session will be broken down into two main sections, the first being an opportunity for these guys individually to give a 10-minute presentation, introducing themselves and introducing their subject matter. And the second part of the session will open the floor up to questions to the audience. So to begin, I have great pleasure in passing the floor to Miss Lorraine Zhou, regional finalist for the Africa Middle East region and representing Zimbabwe. Lorraine studied economics and business and in 2011 enrolled for an honours degree in fiscal studies at the National University of Science and Technology in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe. Lorraine began her career in logistics, working as an intern at Allen Wack and Shepherd Global Freight Limited in 2014, and her current role involves customs clearing and freight forwarding of cargo for all modes of transport. So, Lorraine, the floor is yours.
Well, I was expecting to see more young faces, but all the same, this is the opportunity that I have, and I have to make the most out of it. My name is Lorraine Zhou, regional winner for Africa, Middle East, representing Zimbabwe. I'm just going to give you a brief speech about my career to date and the path that led me to the podium. Born in the low-vault sugar estate of town in Chirezi, no one would have realized or grew up and seemingly have a growing passion in the freight forwarding industry. In high school, I was in the commerce field, specializing in economics and business studies. After completing high school in 2010, I worked as a part-time tax consultant at a firm in Harare. In 2011, I enrolled for an honours degree in fiscal studies at the National University of Science and Technology in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe. This program was introduced by the Zimbabwe Revenue Authority in a bid to enhance tax and customs administration issues regionally and internationally. Well, despite my bias towards the tax field, the degree program exposed me to customs courses such as customs law, customs management theory and practice, and which rekindled my interest in the customs field. My journey in the freight forwarding began in 2014 as an intern clearing clerk at Allen Walking Shepherd Global Freight Private Limited in Zimbabwe. Exposure to a pure customs environment grew my passion for freight forwarding, leading me to undertake a diploma in customs clearing procedures that is administered by our local national secretariat, the Shipping and the Forwarding Agents Association of Zimbabwe, SIFAs. The AWS Global Freight Management, we marveled by my industrious work ethic, and they hired me upon completion of my studies in 2015. I heard about the Young International Freight Forwarding competition through my national secretariat, and I expressed great interest. Despite being the youngest and fairly new in the field, I defied all odds and made history by being the first Zimbabwean representative to participate in the Young International Freight Forwarding of the Year award competition. After getting insight on the expectations of the award, I came up with a research topic proposal highlighting the various complexities that are faced in trading in a landlocked country like Zimbabwe and trying to come up with remedies to resolve such complexities that are faced. Commencement of the work entailed a series of consultations with my supervisor, workmates, and the clients that we under research. The process of gathering all the relevant information was cumbersome and time-consuming, considering I also had to meet my work deadlines. However, my interpersonal skills enabled me to foster cooperation amongst all stakeholders. I also optimized allocation of time between work and my dissertation. After submission and all evaluations were made, I was crowned regional winner for Africa and Middle East. Breaking new ground is never an easy thing, but having a positive attitude, as highlighted by Winston Churchill, attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. It separates winners from losers, performers from non-performers, and excellence from mediocrity. This, together with courage and determination, gave me the result that kept me going in spite of the obstacles in my journey. As a young freight forwarder, the competition provided a platform for the application of the little knowledge I had acquired thus far. It has enhanced my understanding of freight forwarding chains nationally, regionally, and internationally, and it has given me the confidence to take on challenging tasks in my workplace. My networking skills in relation to problem solving and meeting organizational targets have been polished by the experience gained during the course of my dissertation. Winning the regional has further boosted my self-belief and mental strength to face challenges in my career. It is an earth potential I never knew I possessed. I've become a source of inspiration and motivation, especially for the Zimbabwean freight forwarding industry. Moments of ecstasy on the rigorous path of personal development are always cherished. As a young professional in this highly competitive global village, one certainly has to rise and be counted. My achievement has sown seeds of hope and belief among my peers, resulting in most showing keen interest to also take part in the coming Young International Freight Forwarding competitions. My employer is also considering making me the face of the company, is now regarded as a brand ambassador. Undoubtedly, this will definitely unveil opportunities in my career. I thank you.